Okay, let's get this party started. What's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin.
Good
and Alicia.
morning.
Hey, we got something to talk about, and you're gonna want to hang out and just do it. If our voices are, you can hear our voices. Let us
Yeah.
know because
It's always the
sometimes,
caveat.
it happens to be one of those days. With that being said, let's get this party started. It was actually really funny. All right, guys, this is one of those days where we are getting together to talk about what's happening in Yavapai County.
Yes.
So tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
Good morning, everybody. Miss Alicia here, who is famous because she got a little bit too much sun maybe yesterday. If you can't tell, I'm a little red, but it was all worth
Were
it.
you farming?
We went to Lynx Lake yesterday for the day with some friends, let the kids kayak and paddleboard and just kind of hang out on the beach and let them get all their energy out. And I will say something for any of you, totally random here, but when we were there, do you know Honeybee Adventures? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that group, they were there yesterday at the same spot that we were at. If you are even have even kind of considered maybe looking into that or signing your kids up, I will tell you that woman has that thing down to a science.
Yep.
Those kids, so well behaved, so much fun. She is just, it was amazing to watch her. And then when they were finishing up for the day, she had buckets out and had all the kids going around picking up not just their own trash, but going around the shore and picking up trash from the shore. And just the kids were having a ball. So if you are even have like that thought of like, oh, I've been wanting to look into it, just do it. I will tell you right now, your kids are going to have a blast. And she is just absolutely amazing. So
Yes.
Tangent. Your squirrel is like rubbing off on me.
There we go. No, that actually works because I'm telling you what, these small little satellite scenarios or schools or whatever are freaking amazing. And if you guys don't know about them, you guys should probably look into them. And a lot of them are starting to step up. And that actually is a little bit of a segue. And I'm squirreling now too. Woo! It actually, there's somebody out there right now that's going to be starting an actual, almost same like school.
Okay.
But this one is all about science.
Oh, really?
And so she wants to go ahead and obviously take children out and show them about, science, like things that are out there in this world that we don't know about.
I have one kid that classroom, school, that's his vibe. That's what he loves. That's what he does. I have another kid that I feel like the thought of him having to be in four walls for 6 or 7 hours out of a day is going to just absolutely make him want to just jump out of his skin. He needs to be active in doing stuff, and he learns better that way while he's actively doing it. So those kinds of schools are such a great breath of fresh air for parents like us that are just trying to find the best way to keep their kids entertained, involved, learning, keep it educational, and do it to the best of, in the best way possible for them. So I love that's going to be starting up as well.
Well, this is a perfect time for it because it's summertime and some people just don't know what to do.
Absolutely. They don't.
Love the info. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I didn't do it. Okay, so these are some awesome things because it is summertime and it is happening. I just want to go ahead and do a rundown because I got things to do very immediately right after this. And unfortunately, I don't know how to run my damn calendar. Hence the reason why I'm actually asking people to go ahead and be my dang assistant.
Right.
And you know what the problem is? Every time somebody asks me to do something, I'm like, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm like freaking the YOLO king right here. I'm like, whatever, I'll try it out. No. Let's go.
Why not? It could be, you never know what could happen.
And that's what I'm talking. I walk into every door. I have no hesitation whatsoever. I mean, like, they'll be like, hey, you want to check out my dog in the van? I was like, well, you got candy and dog?
Right, I was just saying.
I am that guy. But we're not going to talk about that. We will talk about the Moonlight Movie Night that is happening this Friday, and it's happening for the rest of June. And the last one will be obviously on the last Friday of the June. And so bring your children out. It's been so much fun and it's so exciting. A lot of families are really, really loving it.
Do you know what movie is showing this week?
That's a great question. Nope.
Okay, fantastic.
Some days I do know these things, but you know what? There's a lot of things that I put in my mind.
I know.
And as probably you guys saw that there is, the summer concerts that are happening out there in Prescott Valley. And I think that they are now opening up in Prescott.
Yes.
And I think they're running on Fridays or Thursdays.
I thought it was, no.
I think there's actually 2 a week.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there's 2 a week.
Yeah.
We'll get that information. I promise you. But if you want to go ahead and look at our calendars.
And the Bluegrass Festival will be coming up in a few weeks, the 22nd and 23rd. So if you haven't been to that, that's really fun too.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you guys have been hearing all the information that's coming out with the world's oldest rodeo. Unfortunately, they did move to a whole new ticket system, and now they're having not an issue of like getting the tickets out to people, but they're having the issue of everybody understanding the new concept.
Yeah.
But the number one reason why is to stay away from scammers. And if you guys do not know about scamming on the internet, all they do is what do they call it? They redo. They copy your business page, and then they try to solicit tickets to everybody out there. So make sure you guys watch out for that. Yeah. That's one of the biggest things right now that you have to watch out for.
Yeah. Last week we showed a few of the fake ones, so you could kind of get an idea. And you'll know if it's the world's oldest rodeo and they only have 47 followers or 47 fans. I'm going to go ahead and guess that's probably not the right page that you want to be on. So little things like that, like we talked about last week, just take a look at little things like that. And if it just started, the page just started last week, again, most likely not the right page.
Definitely not the right page.
Yeah.
And I just want to go ahead and shout out for the Champions for Children for Yavapai Casa for Kids. If you guys want to go ahead and get your tickets for the last minute, it's going to be going down in a week, it looks like, right?
Yeah, June 15th. Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yep.
So if you guys want to be a part of that, I think tickets are still on sale. And we're going to be having Mona on our show, I think either Wednesday or tomorrow. No, today. Actually, today.
Oh, okay.
Later on today, around 11:30, I'll be interviewing the hostess with the mostest, and she will be telling you exactly what's going on, how many tickets are left, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure to tune in for that.
We'll have sound this time.
And so check this out, though. Look who's in the house.
Good morning, Kimberly. And speaking of Miss Kimberly, this weekend at the Grand Highland Hotel's courtyard, she is going to be doing a little tintype portrait pop-up. So when you think of like the old Western, like black, kind of silvery, beautiful, like really amazing photos, she has learned and gotten that down to an absolute science. So she will be there in the courtyard doing these photos. So if you are definitely into, really cool art and really cool portraits, honestly, you should definitely go check them out from her. They're amazing.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I was like thinking to myself, what I really need to do is get me a tin portrait.
But they just are really cool.
Oh,
so authentic.
They are so authentic that it's like almost the same as it was from way back in the days. Yep. And let me tell you guys a little bit of something. Squirrel moment. I am so happy with this one. I went over to the Bear and Dragon. She has this old Bible that sits up on the top shelf. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? She goes, it's a Bible. You want to see it? I'm like, yes. And so she brings it down, and I'm looking at the whole thing. And in the end of it, there's an actual portrait of some guy. I tried to Google to see who the heck it was. Right. I think I found out who it was. I just can't remember. But yeah, there was a tin freaking picture.
That's cool.
It was awesome. Cool. Like, and I remember Kim showing me one of them. She goes, "Oh, check this out!" And it was literally the same thing. So, it's amazing, guys. It's literally very authentic.
It's art. It's art. It's not just taking a picture. It's definitely an art form for sure.
Yeah, and she agrees.
Yep, I know she does.
I agree.
So also for our furry friends, we have the 13th annual Woofstock is this weekend, Saturday at 9 a.m.
I got a great story about that one too. So here I was over at the first Woofstock ever going to one, because obviously I was just like called by the city of Prescott to come down and be a part of the interview process. And it was awesome. But during the middle of some of our interview, or one of our interviews, or us just walking, they had a little small horse.
Oh. Why did it say bye-bye?
I don't know. That makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
That's awful. Why did it do that?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Oh, hey.
What's going on?
Oh, bye-bye again.
Is it not plugged in?
Well, I mean, if it started to show us, it kind of has to be plugged in, right?
Sure wasn't.
There we go. Hey.
Sorry, guys. I think it wasn't plugged. Well, I just plugged it in and just turned it on. I didn't even press the on
We'll
button.
see. We'll see how long we go.
Whatever. Take that, camera. You can't hold us down. Okay, so what were we talking about? Oh, horsing. Woodstock. So this horse decided to go ahead and was like, free me. And it was a little Shetland pony. And this thing was a very, very large animal. They had it pinned up, and it was like, no, I'm not made to be pinned up. And this thing just went off and started running everywhere.
Oh my god!
If you type in Wolfstock horse gone wild or something like that, you'll probably see the video. It was so hilarious. I mean, I want to see if I can find it, but needless to say, it was a great time. And if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, bring your dogs. I think it's an open scene.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of horses gone wild, one of our donkeys managed to get out the other day. I wish our neighbors had cameras on us and could have seen me trying to get this donkey to come back in to the fence. Willie, bless his heart, just sat there and just, watched it like, yeah, man, I'm staying right here. I'm getting fed pretty well here. And Merle just decided he wanted to go on a little adventure. So he went on an adventure, but he finally came back in. But yeah, so that was my fun story.
That is hilarious. I mean, seriously, when something's not supposed to happen and you see everybody like really going out of their way to figure out how to go ahead and contain it. Yeah. And it was kind of crazy because this little field area does have a fence around it, but it has these little slivers that would just be like, little openings, and everybody was like trying to block those things. And,
God. You don't really want it. Yeah, you don't want that.
The horse was on fire. It was like, dude, I don't mind. Let's go.
That's hilarious.
So I really honestly hope it just pops up. Oh, here, videos. I hope it does pop up because it was freaking hilarious. I enjoyed it all the way around. I was like, this is funny. No, it's not in the top ones.
No.
Yeah, it was really,
that's really awesome.
Cool,
That's really hilarious.
Cool. But anyways, so there's so many things that are happening this weekend and next weekend, and throughout every week. I think there's so many events that are getting ready to start happening in our community. 4th of July events, both in Prescott Valley, Jerome. If you guys are into Jerome deals, they're starting to do their Friday wine walks.
Oh, yes.
Art wine walks. And in Camp Verde, Cottonwood, obviously they're starting to push out, a lot more events. And we'll start having those on board every time we oversee these videos.
And then before we do head out, I do want to give a huge shout out to your Arizona District 10 Bighorns. They won the Tournament of Champions baseball tournament. They went 13-0 all season and then went 3-0 in the Tournament of Champions. So from Prescott Valley. So big shout out to our Prescott Valley Bighorns that went out there and got us a championship. So really, really proud of them. Great team, great coaches, great parents, everything. So congratulations.
And the other one is the Wranglers. Wranglers are doing their thing too.
Yes, they are.
So guys, got some pretty cool things that are happening in our area.
Yes,
so make sure you go out and support all of it. Make sure to check out our website and also the calendar that's involved. I hear there's other calendars that are going to be popping up in regards to sharing what's going on in our community, but there was so much going on in our community.
There is. You can't, one calendar is probably not enough.
It's really hard. If you do have one calendar, it has to have categories, you know, like social events, music events,
kids
events,
sports, everything,
like educational events.
Yes.
I mean, like random events like bingo. Like what kind of category does that go into? Adult entertainment?
Probably. No, don't think that's the word you're looking for. Pretty sure that's not the category we want to use.
It is what it is. I'm allowed to use whatever I want.
That's some freaky bingo.
It is the way that we go around here. So, guys, with that being said, I got to get the heck out of here. I got things to do, people to see.
What a way to end.
Hey, it happens. With that, guys, I am so delightful that you guys are watching our show. Make sure you like, share, and comment, and also follow the Prescott Times for a lot more information. Download the app because it's free to our community. All the information on our website is free for you guys. And why would we hold it captive for you?
Exactly.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense with social media nowadays.
No.
You know how the rumor flies. Now with social media, it flies fast.
It flies fast.
So might as well get the truth and get the straightforward facts through our publications at theprescotttimes.com. With that being said, I got to get out of here.
All right.
We can hear you, but the true video is gone.
That was earlier.
Yeah, that was earlier.
We're
Sorry.
good.
We're good. We're all good. And I'm reading it afterwards.
I was just going to say, I'm like, you're a couple minutes late on that comment.
All right. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. Remember, love always wins. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.